The Young Turks keep telling Kamala Harris they're doing her a favor, saying, "You're losing, you lost, you're done." I actually respect them. They're Democrats who look outside of the box. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug TenNapel. This is where the happy patriots are. Let's watch.
Well, as expected, Kamala Harris's comments on The View are coming back to haunt her.
She's kind of cute. I mean, cuter than that Shank Unger guy, whatever her Uyghur, the guy who's her co-host. But man, they are so trying to rescue Kamala Harris. They're saying, turn this thing around, lady.
The one thing that Kamala Harris is polling well on is that she is seen as a change candidate. That is working to her favor. And so when she ties herself to Joe Biden and says, no, I would do nothing differently, well, that's not going to bode well for her, because she's signaling that it's going to be a continuation of this administration, which, whether you like it or not, does not have a great approval rating.
Well, it's just telling the truth that it doesn't have a good approval rating. But how in the world did Kamala Harris, an incumbent, basically become the change agent? Is that the change you want to see? You're going to, after the last 4 years, you're going to reinstall Kamala Harris to change things? You're crazy.
Because it's not just that she used to serve in the Biden administration years ago and doesn't want to hurt his feelings. It's that she's the vice president of the Biden administration right now.
Yeah, Anna, you're making the perfect case for why Kamala Harris can't possibly be the change agent.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter what you like. What matters is what the general electorate thinks and how they feel about it. And she's slipping in the polls.
Okay, so that's the big news this week. Democrats are freaking out because Kamala, it's really getting clear that her trajectory is down and Trump's trajectory is up. In the polls, these are Democrats telling you, so you should be very happy. I'm not quoting a bunch of MAGA people, right? I always quote the other side.
And so she starts talking about her Glock. She starts talking about how she loves capitalism and she wants to do something for the business community. And she made the mistake that she made on The View by tying her, future agenda to that of Joe Biden's.
But she's also, this is another win for us because it shows how bad, what kind of shape she's in. She just now made 2 points: that she's defending that she has a Glock. That is, she's doing the very basics of trying to prove to everyone that she still believes in a Second Amendment. And the other one is that she said that she's defending capitalism. She's still trying to convince people that she believes in capitalism because she's such a communist. You don't want to be fighting on those terms. She's not digging into enemy territory and pulling Republicans over. She's defending herself just as a basic human, an American citizen. She's way below. Trump's over in Aurora, in Colorado right now, digging into purple territory.
But Trump also has some clear advantages according to the polling. So let's take a look at the next one. So nearly 60% of respondents said Trump is a strong and decisive leader, compared to 48% of voters who said the same about Harris. 61% of respondents say Trump can get things done, compared to 49% for Kamala.
And this is what happens when you're a doer. Trump's a doer. Kamala is not. She's a grifter. He doesn't have to convince people that he's decisive and he gets things done. Kamala, if there's one thing that she comes off as, regardless if you think she's good or bad, she comes off as indecisive, like not driven and not clear values, because she's taking two sides of everything and can't get these things done because she's the border czar. And she had the massive failure in North Carolina. And then she goes and blames other people for it, which is what people who can't do things always do. They blame other people.
Going back to what she said on The View, she needs to move off that messaging entirely, because if you look at the polling, it indicates that a far higher percentage of Americans felt that their lives were, better or benefited under Trump's policies versus Biden's policies.
The Young Turks have a real problem with that one too. If people feel like they were better under Trump, why would you want them to vote for Kamala, where they think their lives are worse? Do you care about people? I care that people's lives get better.
Because new polls are out and it doesn't look good for Kamala Harris. I have not been this worried in a long time.
Should be worried. I'm glad you're worried. And his worry should translate to you to bring you peace. Not as worried. We work hard. We fight. Do not give up. Don't let them up for 1 second till the election's done. But you should go forward with extra confidence that we're winning.
We don't have a lot of time left. We have less than a month left, and she's now losing in almost all the swing states.
Yes. She's down in every swing state. That's a Democrat saying it, guys. How is she going to turn that around in the swing states? Whatever she's doing, it's not working. Here's Shink Unger, this Uyghur, Sheik Uyghur. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm butchering his name, but here he is on Twitter. It's amazing to see Democrats mystified as to why they're losing to Donald Trump again. They just can't figure it out. They're so biased, they can't see straight. Not all, but most of his supporters hate establishment and back him just because the establishment is against him. But when the establishment is part of the bad guy, isn't it good to be against the people that are for the establishment that's harming people? I'm Doug in exile.